Chapter 1, titled The World of Retailing, contains basic concepts, but there may be some new ideas in it. So let's spend just a few minutes talking about some of the highlights. The first idea is the definition of retail. Retail is any business that sells products or services to customers. So they fall between the manufacturer and the customer or consumer in the distribution channel. Note that that doesn't have to be a traditional brick and mortar store like we are sometimes think of as retailers. It can be catalog shopping, it can be online shopping, any part of the distribution channel that is between the manufacturer and the consumer. That's the definition of retail. Some of the things retail stores do for us to create value: they break bulk. Manufacturers produce products in large quantities. They like to ship them in large quantities. One of the values of retailers is that they break the bulk, those large quantities, into small ones for consumers. They provide assortment. We can go to a retail store and find a wide assortment of merchandise for us. They provide inventory. And this is a key idea. When consumers want products or goods, they want them now. By keeping an inventory in stock, retailers create value. And finally, they provide service. Service doesn't necessarily mean delivery or gift wrap. Being able to be hands-on and feel a product is a form of service. Being able to try on products in a dressing room is another form of service. Retail is a significant part of U.S. industry. In 2011, U.S. retail sales were $4.7 trillion. And in retail, lots of people are employed. In 2010, the U.S. had 24 million retail jobs. That's up, you can see from the graph, from a large decline in 2009. Retail is growing back to perhaps the levels that it was before the recession. A couple of terms about integration in retail. Backward integration is when a retailer, like for instance Amazon, who has in the past specialized in selling products made by a manufacturer, selling them to the consumer. Remember, that was the definition of retail. When they go backwards in the channel of distribution, and Amazon with Kindle has actually become a manufacturer. So the retailer going backwards to manufacture a product is called backward integration. Forward integration is when a manufacturer of a product, like Apple, moves forward in integration to direct sales. Apple used to sell through other retailers, but Apple has begun its own retail chains. And if you haven't been to one, Apple retail stores are fabulous. This one is one in downtown Manhattan that's really outstanding. Retail strategy. We're going to talk more about this in Chapter 2. The basics of the retail strategy are: who is your target market? And remember, as we learned in marketing, your target market, it's not as successful if you say we're targeting everyone. Select a target market and hone in on them. You may add target markets, but your strategy is going to be best if you select a target market. Then what is it you're selling? Are you selling clothing? Are you selling games? Are you selling electronics? So what's the nature of your merchandise or service? And then what's going to be your competitive advantage? What's going to set you apart? If you're Walmart, your competitive advantage may be price. If it's Nordstrom, it's service. This retail store, the competitive advantage may be the beautiful atmosphere. So what is it that sets you apart, or your competitive advantage? The retail mix, we'll go over these in a lot of chapters. You'll remember from marketing: product, price, place, promotion. That's the basic marketing mix. But two extra criteria that are critical in retail are personnel, who's doing the selling, and presentation, or the atmosphere of the store. Your book talks a little bit also about retail ethics and social responsibility, mirroring what's going on in the world. Retail has to have ethical standards and can help improve society. This picture showing one of the new trends in retail, going green. And finally, career myths. Look at these carefully in the appendix. These are things that are not true. People in retail don't